Street Fighter 6 is once again in the limelight when it comes to bigger streamers who do not have any sort of background in fighting games. Street Fighter 6 is a very good type of gauntlet game to throw in with a League of Legends or a Valorant. When you think of fighting games, multiple fighting games might pop in your head as of right now. You obviously got Street Fighter, you got Tekken, you got Guilty Gear. Back in the golden days, we had Dragon Ball FighterZ. RIP that game, I still think about you all the time. However, there's always one character that really shines during these events where individuals might not know how to play Street Fighter 6. And when these big content creators reach out, you know, to the FGC content creators, most FGC content creators always tell these people to play a specific character because they understand how strong this character is at a lower bracket. Now, many of you might already know E-Honda. E-Honda is a character that is very good at knowledge checks, right? He's very good at making you try to understand where exactly your skill level lies within a fighting game. Because at higher level, E-Honda can still be good, but there's a lot more hurdles. But at lower level, E-Honda shines. And why is that? It's because this is a fighting game, not a blocking game. E-Honda is really good at making you realize that your opponent they didn't pay $60 to block. They're trying to drive impact you and hit their buttons harder, because if they hit their buttons harder and faster than you hit your buttons, then they'll win the game. Blocking is not required. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Ludwig clip, which I found very amusing watching him play against a Manon. I believe he is silver 4, silver 5 in this clip, and it is great.
I read it.
Yeah, look at him. Silver 5, headbutt, butt slam.
Butt slams.
Butt slam.
Stop playing the fucking FGC.
Butt slam. Oh, DI. No, can't do that. Butt slam. I'm a Street Fighter player, by the way. So, okay, listen. So there's a little bit of like, how do you say it? There's a little bit of mockery when it comes to clips like this, right? Oh, I'm a Street Fighter player, right? He's doing something that clearly is not it. But this might be how, because I'm in the FGC, right? And I understand games. So this might be realistically how, like, casual players view us. Just a one button over and over. It's unbeatable. I'm a fighting game player. Now, I know he's joking. But this is what some people do think. Butt slam, EX butt slam. Just constantly just going at it. Perfect KO. Now, why is this so funny? It's because this is so easily beatable, right? If you watch the next 35 seconds of this video, you'll learn how to beat this. And it all comes down to one button. Now, I'm playing on Classic, but it doesn't really matter if you play on Modern. There's something in this game called parry. And everything Ludwig did gets beat by one button. Right? That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is tap this one button. I messed up, whoopsie. And you don't lose drive gauge, right? So the thing about Street Fighter 6 is, as you see, when he hits me, I lose a bar of drive gauge, which is bad, right? You want to keep your drive gauge super high at all times. But butt slam and headbutt both take a bar of drive gauge, which is bad. But if you parry it, as you see, you actually gain back bar, right? Parry is a mechanic in this game for you to gain back bar. So this Manon, all they had to do that entire time, and Ludwig would not know what to do realistically, possibly, is just land the parry. So and this is like the most easy way of like how to beat like a low level Honda is you just hit this parry button and then you love life. Of course, there's other ways to beat this, right? I'll show you because I don't mind. The other one is you DP, right? So when Honda does butt slam or a headbutt, right? He is what's called in an airborne state. And certain moves in Street Fighter 6 have invincibility to airborne moves. You might know these as DPs or dragon punches, right? So yes, parry is a good way defensively on how to beat Honda. But the offensive way is you find a character that has a DP, and all you do is when Honda does his thingy, you just land the DP. All you gotta do is just land it, and as you see, punish counter. I think he's gonna... Yeah, get the hell off of me, right? Get the hell off of me, right? So when he goes for a headbutt or butt slam, you just go for the DP and then you get a punish counter. And if you're in the corner, like it's not that bad. Oop, right, DP. Very late, right? Very late. So I always like clips like this because it does show that learning a fighting game does take time. It's the same like with chess, right? When you play chess, you can move the pieces. Like what the knight moves in an L. What the hell is that about? But if you know defenses, so like, oh, he's going for the fucking Scottish behind the rump, smack my ass gambit. You're like, what? I didn't even know that existed. The same works with fighting games, right? There's something called knowledge checks, skill checks, and as some people call them gimmicks, right? So Honda is a gimmicky character, quotations, because if you don't know that parry exists, and you don't know that anti-airs exist, you're never gonna beat a Honda because you're always gonna get burned out, and once you're burned out, that's really bad news. And you're never really going to understand how to elevate your game because you're going to be stuck in silver talking about like Honda's top 1. And this was a big issue when Street Fighter 6 first came out because of the way the rank system works. You don't get D-ranked once you hit the highest rank in the game called Master Rank. It's like an MR system. So a lot of people who played gimmicky characters in the beginning were able to hit the highest rank possible, and now they're in the lower bracket of the higher rank MR-wise, like 1200 MR, when like the average, or not even the average, right? Like to be considered good, you have to be like 17 plus. Right? They'll never get out of master rank because now they're only fighting people who are actually good at the game, and then it's a whole bad system on why people don't like the rank system. But yeah, so Street Fighter 6 is a game where if you take the time to learn something as simple as Honda's headbutts, right, are something that you don't have to worry about. Like, once you learn, like, what a perfect parry is as well, and how to use that to your advantage, like, you're good. You know, I'll hit you with a little fancy combo real quick. Oh, I fucked it. I dropped it. It makes the game a lot better. So, remember, whenever you fight anything in a fighting game, there is many ways of beating it. Nothing in this game is unbeatable. Nothing in this game is unblockable. Nothing in this game is, broken per se, right? Certain moves are obviously going to be better than others, right? Tier lists exist. There's better characters than worse characters, but everything can be beaten technically if you DI, which drive impact, and or perfect parry everything, right? That's why cheaters exist and they have like the highest MR and then they get banned eventually, is because no matter what character you pick, if you perfect parry every normal and DI every fake block string, technically you will win every single game. Now that's always up to the human interpretation. So I did love this clip of Ludwig doing this, and I was like, why do people always pick Hondas, right? It's because Honda, nobody learning Street Fighter 6 is practicing how to block efficiently. Everybody picking up Street Fighter 6 for the sake of the tournament is trying to learn something like gimmicky in a way, and how can I get the quick win so I can move on. Now I know that Ludwig also fought Squeaks, and he played Zangief, and I think somebody might have told him to play Zangief because Zangief is kind of a counter to Honda in a way because of this move, Lariat, where you hit 2 buttons and it's upper body invul. So if Ludwig ever goes for a butt slam, right, Squeaks can just hit 2 buttons, or a headbutt. Squeaks can just hit 2 buttons and then win the game, right? It's like, this is what you call a counter pick in a way. This is which is kind of funny. Like you can do it pretty late, dude. You can do it pretty late. Then there's obviously an EX if you do like all 3, which can combo into other things. But yeah, so so if you're ever learning a fighting game, there's a lot of tools out there. On my channel specifically, there's a lot of tools. There's a lot of modern masters. You can watch people at a high rank that have the modern control type to get better. There's rank 1s, people who are ranked 1 with the character. There's a lot of knowledge checks, skill checks videos that I put out, how to properly use the practice system, how to properly use the replay takeover system, which can be really good. Fighting games are very tough, but I love it. I haven't put out that many videos as of right now because Street Fighter 6 is kind of in a stale spot until June 5th when the balance patch hits, and I wasn't going to put out like top 5 worst normals. I think those videos, I don't like it. But if you did like this video, please subscribe, comment down below, leave a like. Remember, if you ever fight anything in a lower rank, 8 times out of 10, it's a gimmick. You can hit the lab, learn how to beat it. Those people who rely solely on gimmicks or skill checks or knowledge checks only, they'll stay silver 4 while you continue to climb the ranks. Thank you, everybody. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below, leave a like, and I'll see you all again next time. See ya!